do it. Come on.
If it's cool.
You know what? I forgot to get myself a water.
Oh, no.
There's one right here if you want one.
Wait, you're not? No, in case you get thirsty.
No, you're not going to stop me from playing this the whole time.
I'm like, true.
I know.
Wait, could I get one more shot?
Oh, yeah,
though?
look, that's his camera right there.
Where's the bottle?
Play like a strap, low-key.
Hey, yeah.
That was
yeah,
hold on, just
this
one
is behind
more.
the scene.
Yeah.
Okay?
Trust me.
Hey,
Like,
trust me.
I just want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
Even though we're recording whatever,
Right,
like
right.
it's really this is for me the first time like I actually get interviewed by another podcast.
Okay.
But I'm saying while you have me, take advantage of getting to know about me because like you gotta know me to know about me.
Yeah, get to know us.
Yeah.
We're all just
But I'm just
Just-
saying like that's why I'm drinking because when I drink, I'm gonna say the truth.
Okay. The only thing
Otherwise
is.
she lying. Otherwise she be lying.
Yeah.
Could I just get another small cup?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Handles. Use
There's brand new ones there.
No.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. But by the way, whoever's talking from both of you guys are gonna have to grab the mic though.
Okay, we
Yeah.
won't be able
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. Because
I'll just have it like this. We'll just have it
I
like
want
this.
you guys to hear yourselves with the headphones. That way you can kind of hear how it
you
sounds.
tell me. Mic
Hold
check.
the
Can
mic
you
though.
hear me
Don't hold the
clearly?
whole thing.
Yeah.
A ver tú?
Yeah.
She's a little louder than me. I have a little smaller
Yeah.
voice.
You want to just hold the mic then?
Yeah, I'll hold it.
But without this, or you want this?
Nomás.
Yes. So if you guys react to something, it's fine if you guys have it like separate.
I'll maneuver it.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Oh yeah,
Yeah, it sounds-
it does kind of sound far. Look.
What's
Go.
up? What's up? Oh, okay.
You see
I
how
see.
it sounds?
So you gotta speak into
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The trick is like within
I don't
like a
want this
fist
to-
away. Oh, okay. You can remove the yeah.
This.
Let's get started
because
already.
Most of the time, like we don't really interrupt each other, so it'll work out
Okay.
unless we have like an opinion. In it.
It kind of makes it easier to
Right.
just be like,
Okay.
There you go.
For sure, but look, this is our cameras.
Yeah, that's your camera. So okay,
good.
once again, all cameras are good. Cool.
perfect.
So what
Check,
was
check,
your
check.
question originally about the editing part or no?
Oh yeah, because say it.
All of a sudden, you guys are shy.
No.
Okay.
Wait, that's because we needed to go over what we were talking about. We started from like 3 different conversations. But
Okay.
no, we were mentioning how like just the editing part does take a long time, and what you want to really put out and just editing is, I feel like, the most hardest part about this whole industry.
I
That's
disagree.
what
I disagree.
For real?
What's the hardest part to you?
Okay, so
Say
how
it.
long does it take you guys to edit a podcast episode?
To be honest with you, we all have different roles, so I feel like we all kind of take turns in editing. I'll
Okay.
edit something. If, for example, if she has the content,
Okay.
she'll edit it. So honestly, we're building it from the floor up, like
Right.
between
Right.
all of us.
So the podcast episode, how long would it take approximately?
I mean, for example, the one I was referring to with
Yeah.
the one that took me a longer process was actually our YouTube video, remember? So our YouTube videos, I just kind of find it like, okay, like what do I want? What does my girl want? Because it's certain, we're like really team. So it's kind of, sometimes I got to be like, yo, what does EXO want on this? What does Pretty
Oh,
Please
okay.
want?
We
So it's kind
consider
of like,
each other's,
Yeah.
opinions.
So that's the reason why I find it difficult. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But also it depends on the platform. So
Okay.
on
Yes. Like,
Instagram,
Instagram is quick.
So
I
here,
fuck with Instagram. I can make reels.
same TikTok.
So how
Yeah.
about this? I'm gonna put you guys on game, right? So
What's up?
I post a weekly episode, but if I truly wanted to, I could be releasing a podcast every single day.
Right.
That's how fast I can do the edits.
No, but normally we do have an editor though.
Okay.
And that's West Coast Radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
So West
Shout out
Coast Radio,
West Coast Radio.
yeah. So West Coast Radio does edit most of our videos, but now that we're like taking more responsibility upon our podcast,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that's when we're barely putting our foot in. So
Right.
hopefully we start relating to you, and it's like it's easy. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we're-
Because you know what? Honestly, and for me, at times I like to be like very oblivious to whoever's coming, right? Because if you do a lot of research, then you're like overthinking it, right? And
Right.
right now we just met right now, right?
Right.
And I went to the YouTube and I noticed the last episode was like 6 months ago, right? Something like that.
Damn.
No, that's
Like,
true.
okay,
Yeah.
someone telling me that's
Ouch.
different.
The
6
mic
months
a
is
little
crazy.
bit closer
Yeah.
to you?
That's true because we're mostly
months is
Instagram. Remember I
crazy.
told you when you drop a YouTube video?
Yeah.
That's true.
We're mostly like Instagram based.
But honestly, if you guys were to be uploading like on constantly, then
Say that.
the name is dope. Your guys' vibe is dope.
Thank you.
I'm just
Appreciate
wondering
you.
why you guys are not uploading like that constant.
Putting us in the spot, dude.
Yeah.
Well, it's been different things, but
You can start YU and then me
Okay.
and
Or how about this? I'm gonna do the intro. You guys don't have the headphones,
Let's
so
get
I'm
it.
gonna hear it. And then you guys can introduce yourself, and we'll jump
Yeah, I was
into
about to
why
say,
you
when-
guys haven't done
When
all
am I
that.
introducing myself? We just jumped into recording.
Hey, they don't know me. They don't know me
Yeah.
yet. Oh, you know Nomas?
So I have the intro playing right now. You guys can hear it, but Yeah, cool.
Okay.
You guys want to hear the intro? Watch, check it out. We're professional over here. Watch.
Are you ready? Welcome to Hoy Nomas Podcast with Angel Houseman.
Entonces vamos a tener que hablar en español en este episodio.
Yeah.
Que no empiecen, hoy
cool.
nomás.
Quick reminder, we now have a call-in number where you guys can leave us voice messages, video calls. Let us know a story you would want us to share on the podcast, anything you want. The goal is being able to interact with the people that support the channel. Even if you're looking for love, we will find your true love on Hoy Nomas Podcast. Also, for anyone that is interested on creating your own channel, we have our Amazon storefront linked in the description where you can find all the cameras we use, the microphones, the lights, the equipment where all of our podcasts are recorded to. If you need any help with editing services, we are able to produce your entire podcast, edit your short form content from Instagram Reels, TikToks, etc. You can look at all of our content as reference and we got you covered. And finally, if you want to support the channel, you can leave us a super thanks down below, which will help us tremendously, and we'll make sure to highlight that comment on the upcoming podcast and give you a shout out. Now back to the podcast. All right, so do you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
What's up, y'all? This your girl, XO Lovely. You know what the fuck going on. Happy Saturday, y'all.
Oh, damn. Okay.
What's up, y'all? Anonymous, you already know. Get to know your girl.
It's the real pretty please. If you don't know, you already know.
Come on now.
Cool.
Let's get it. And we are the Highness Podcast.
What's up?
West Coast shit. Don't
Damn.
forget that.
Sir.
I like that. So the Highness Podcast consists of only three of you girls. So all
Yes.
three.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No more. If there's a fourth one, that's a fake one.
It's collaboration.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
It's
collaboration.
collaboration.
Okay, so Highness can be in multiple, like,
For
additional
sure.
ones.
Highness all over the world. You feel me?
Yes,
We
yes.
real life like girls for girls.
We
Like,
definitely
no
Highness
shit over
worldwide.
here.
Okay,
But
cool.
Highness Podcast is just us three.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Don't get it wrong though. I may be a little mean bitch, but I'm still girls for girls. I'll still kiss you.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
Getting liquor.
I'm just saying. Nah, cause I've seen videos before, or like just like with shit on social media within people in the industry, whether it's music, whatever, you know, in general.
Yeah.
And it's like let me just give an example with the
Okay.
whole like Ice Spice and her ex best, or the girl she was close friends with, Cleo.
Okay.
How she ended up doing her dirty, and she wasn't really a girls for girls, you know, like she was really hating on her friend on the low,
Right.
for whatever reason. But you know, she
Not a
said
da-
she's
not
a
a
girl
da-
for girls.
Highness.
So you feel me? It's like
Yeah.
shit like that. Like yeah,
Not a real Highness for real. We're
But-
talking about the real Highness.
Yeah.
But you as girls, do you guys experience that? Like a lot of hate or
For
something?
sure.
Ooh, and honestly, our recent YouTube video, we actually mentioned about that. Remember, our
Yeah.
recent video was just kind of giving an experience of what we had
Okay.
to enter other events that we've been invited to, that girls have really made us not enjoy our time to an extent, because nobody kills our aura.
How so?
should we talk?
Yeah, tell 'em.
Yeah, we can talk about
You guys
it.
don't have to give names,
like,
but
right,
I just
right.
okay.
I want to hear what's your side of the story.
And what-
She's
and-
like, I'm a good
Your point of
storyteller.
view.
And what type of event?
So we actually got invited to King Little G's event recently
Okay.
out in LA. So we kind of, when we go out of our city, I feel like that's when we find it the most.
Right.
But not in a negative way, you know what I mean? Because I
Right.
feel like just us in general, we all have alpha auras, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is not a bad thing, right?
We all
So-
have different personalities, different characters. So
Right. But just, I feel like sometimes girls just feel like, I say intimidation, like intimidated by
Yeah.
us. So some girls just, I feel like since we're young, a lot of older girls are in the industry and they just kind of like, los quieren mandar y todo. Pero yo digo, ay, no más, espérate, somos las jainas.
Yeah.
You know, so we just kind of just that in that perspective.
Right. So you guys are out there just trying to have fun, but then all of
Yeah.
a sudden you guys have other girls from maybe LA area just giving you guys attitude for no reason.
Haters. Yeah, or just trying to close doors. But, you know, we always open doors. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're really like lovable.
Because we didn't
you
let
know?
that stop us. No, we got more than we wanted to.
Tell them what happened.
I'm
Just
like-
Yeah.
say it. Spill it. Say what happened.
Yeah,
I wasn't there, but
Okay.
I was there in spirit.
Long story short, what she said, she was the manager or the owner of what of
King. So no,
originals.
so
It was the originals event,
but that's not how it started.
Kilo G's.
So we were having a good time. We already had back access. So we had back access. We had everything.
It was at the dispensary
But
originals
mind
in
you, to
LA.
begin with,
Originals
we
in
got
LA.
invited personally
That's
from
what I'm
him.
saying. We had
Just
access
keep
to
that
back.
in mind.
To
Yeah.
King of Little G.
We got personally invited for him, so
Oh,
keep
okay.
that in mind.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
that's already the ticket. That's the golden ticket
Puro
right
VIP,
there.
okay?
But then like it goes down to the
Right. So we already had back access, and once we had like back access, this Haina, the homegirl had asked, "Oh, yo, can we interview King Little G? Because he was busy. He was back and forth." And she was like, "Oh no." She like blocked the door.
What?
She like closed the door. Like we were trying to open the door, she closed it, and I was like, "Oh, yo, my bad. Like I thought you were his manager. Like I'll
Right.
ask him myself." And maybe she felt it as in like I was trying to tell her what to do, but I don't know. Take it how you want to take it, homegirl. But
I just also felt, not to cut you off, but I just also felt like she probably looked at us like some groupies type shit.
Oh,
You feel me?
okay,
Like,
okay.
like,
Because
oh,
we don't really pull up with, like, managers.
King Little G, like, you know, but we were like, oh, I was the one that said was like, oh, like, can I talk? Because he was on the phone. He looked like he was busy going back and forth,
No,
and we
I
were in a
swear to
hall. And
Yeah.
before anything, it was open already, like for the bathrooms, because there's bathrooms there.
Right.
But they had blocked it off because
But
that's
we were
when he
making
came.
other content. That's why maybe she didn't see us in the beginning. Because
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
outside
exactly.
making content.
That's
Like
what
we
I'm
was
saying.
getting
So
in
when
with
we were
everybody.
in there, and we
Okay.
asked for him. When I asked for him, you know, it seemed like, oh my, like, can I talk to him? You know,
Gotcha.
but
gotcha.
she probably didn't. And it's crazy though, because I don't want to say she didn't. She probably didn't know who we were, because she did. Because
She did.
towards the end. She gave.
We're gonna be like, oh, Nomas.
Secret in my, but then she knew who. She was like, oh, like she told me. She was like, oh, are you so
I
and so?
seen
She's
you.
like, yeah. She's like, I love you.
I seen you on
like,
the
whatever.
podcast. I
She
do
was
know your
showing love,
podcast.
you
They
know,
want
so I
to
was
show
like,
the fake
Yeah.
love.
She said, she was like,
So
oh
I was
yeah, I
like-
do know your guys' podcast, you know.
That's fine. That's fine. You're fine. You're fine.
She was like, yeah, I do know you guys' podcast, but that was towards the end when we're like, well, I'm gonna still talk to him because we got a directly invite to him. Like, I don't need her to give me the yes or no. You know what I
Right.
mean? The only reason why we had mentioned that was just because she asked her. But other than that, we got our content in, and
Like
and
they were trying to be polite.
yes.
Like,
No,
hey,
for
We're
sure.
polite, and we're always
Yes,
polite.
you are.
But
Yes,
besides
we
that,
are.
G saw us. G was
Yes.
like, yo, I had a
Yeah.
special goodie bag for y'all. I
Yeah.
was waiting for y'all. So she realized the humbleness, as in like, oh shit, you know, like
That's
they,
when she started
with
showing
the-
love, though.
Oh,
That's
When
what
he
I'm
was
saying.
doing,
Fake
because
love.
people,
Yeah, fake
because
love.
once we were with him and doing our pictures and everything,
Right.
he scattered off to go and do that with other people real quick. And in the moment of him doing that, she came up, and then that's
and
when
was
she
like, oh,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't mean to make you guys feel uncomfortable,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, no, I completely
me, it was just a little
understand,
head
but
scratch, so,
like-
but
Yeah.
it does kill your energy. Not to a certain extent, because I feel like me and her, or like all of us three, we don't really let people kill our aura.
Right.
But it does make you feel a certain way when you're like, oh, girl, like, and then mostly when they're like, oh, yeah, I do. Because they told her, she was like, oh, yeah, I see you in like music videos, whoopty whoopty whoop.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
kind of like you already knew, but no más, te
So-
estabas haciendo, ¿verdad?
I know.
Yeah.
No, pero sí.
But yeah,
I feel like that has a lot to do with clout, you know.
Yeah,
it's in the
but-
territory, and we know that, but it's just
No,
like,
y luego,
sure.
y luego, no, pero y luego maybe because I'm like hella tatted, no sé, maybe.
because I'm a baddie, you know.
But what about clout? What in specific?
Like how they said, how this female in particular, she painted herself like, I'm the manager of this place,
Right.
Which
and
she was the
whatever.
manager of originals.
I'm
but not
too
of
cool
G.
for y'all. Like, y'all can't
Exactly.
come in. And then as soon as like the energy shifted, like Lil G was like, oh, what's up, Haina? She said, oh, clout. What's good? You know what I mean? And that just,
so everything shifted after King Little G said what's up, right?
yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's just like,
when
He's like,
she
I was
peeped
waiting
that,
for
he
y'all. Was excited
yeah.
to see us. Had a goodie bags for us. So we
Definitely.
we got a lot of merge, you know. So we were definitely invited. So that's the only reason why we obviously felt some type of way.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
a lot of people do show love, you know,
Yes.
but it's just
In
like
the city.
fake
And-
love too.
For sure.
What I feel like we're missing something out when we were in the hallway too. Like, what was
La que le quiere decir todo.
No, I'm saying like
It's
it's like I mean I guess like it was just little stuff. It's not that serious, but I'm just setting an example for like.
It's like the Omi would have
Like,
slapped that bitch right then
like-
and there. You know, like we are humble, we are kind, we are, you know,
Yeah.
just damn, like damn, we just trying to live a little.
Yeah, I just feel like like relax.
We had,
like, you feel me like.
and
You ain't even ask like what we're like. You know, you just
Right.
like yeah.
like she said, she thought we were some groupies.
Yeah, pretty much. You feel
But
me?
we don't even dress like that. Like
the crazy thing
nobody,
is everybody
like
was
anybody that
fucking with
wants
us,
to like
though.
show dress how you want to dress is cool.
Not
but
even
me
that. It was
personally,
just good.
that's what I'm saying. So it's
Like-
for the fact that she was just like, I don't know. It's just I just think it's just intimidated.
Yeah.
But
Because
you know.
we look good.
So what is the what is the goal for Highness Podcast? To go and do events, do the podcast, or what's your guys' goals? As individuals and as a group.
Right.
Okay, I'll share my vision of it.
Okay.
I feel like we do get a lot of collaborations. So for me, like Miss XO Lovely K over here mentioned, we are girls. So we want to empower our women, you know, and just make it okay for you to be seen in the light, in the dark, you know, just kind of bring you out there.
For me, I feel like our goal with the podcast, I do want to definitely collab out there, get ourselves more out there, really have people to get to know us, and as a team, I just our goal for me, you and Bao is really to never let go of each other. You two, Bao, you know, never really let go of each other, never really lose ourselves, and never like this let anything just ruin what we got, you know?
Right.
Because I think we're on the way to the top.
Nice.
Bitch, we on the way. We going.
We really are.
We really are. For me, honestly, like my goal for High Nas Podcast overall is to just for my like to begin with for myself personally is to grow as like, you know, in the industry, like as a person to begin with, just because I feel like me personally, I always have my, like all of us have our own shit going on all the time, but me personally, I feel like in my head, I have my own personal real shit that I feel like growing up as a person because of what I have going on behind doors, you know, is so like it impacts me. Like I'm such a sensitive girl. I'm such a sensitive person. So I feel like it affects me wherever I go. Like my attitude changed like quickly. We could name something earlier. Like when I got here, you know, like it's just so quick. But that's what I'm saying.
She
like,
said she
bipolar.
bipolar.
Like I just want to grow as a person with overall with things, you know, to like
forever love
just
you,
to be able to have that like, I guess like balance with everything, you know.
Okay.
And to not be able to show like, you know, because sometimes I feel like I get let it get in the way. But besides that, I want to be a bigger person, you know, just overall like in the industry to get smarter, everything.
That's right,
and,
perro.
with the girls, I want us to just build a bond so strong that, you know, it's more than just a High Nas podcast. Like it's sisterhood.
It's sisterhood.
And that's something that you can come and look at no matter what. I eventually want to get to where girls can be like, I'm a part of, like, I'm real life a part of High Nas podcast. Like it's a family with them because how much they can relate to each and individually one of us and us together
and
as
how much
girls.
how much we can respect each other.
Yeah,
and it all comes down to, I feel like respect. I feel like a lot of people fall off and discontinue the podcast or just the friendship that they have because of disrespect or not being able to accept, you know.
I would say just like respect and I mean in general, but communication too. Communication is key with a lot of people, and that's something that I feel like we have to learn nowadays too. Like it's never too late, you know. People grow at their own age. I feel like I'm so
sometimes
young, but
like,
I'm still
you
grown
old
to
bitches
myself.
be pissing me the fuck off sometimes. Okay, I be like, yo, you too grown to be acting like this, sis. You need to leave me.
Leave me alone. Where your mama at?
Where your mama at?
No, but like it just be shit like that, you know. But it's like I don't know, but these are my for sure. But these are my girls, and it's like, you know.
So you guys are trying to start like a movement for women, right?
Yeah,
like just
for sure.
so you guys can create
There's
this
different
bond.
levels to it,
Right.
You know,
That's true.
layers, levels, however you want to call it.
I want to bring something back into this that we had talked about before.
It was good.
And we soon want to make an app towards kind of like, you know, like Uber.
She said an app.
Okay.
You know, it's basically Uber, like collab with Uber, I guess, but and do our own like website to where we have enough money on there so girls can just get a ride on there whenever they're too, you know, just shit like that, you know.
Either too faded or they gotta go to work.
Like but pretty much I would say when it's like the most emergency, you know. But
Oh, okay, so like an app if you're too faded or something.
No, like a ride, but I'm saying as far as like to help girls out more, you
Girl
know?
safety.
Girl safety shit for real.
Nice, I like
pretty
that.
much.
Yeah. So aside from that, what is it that you think is going to get you guys to that point of being able to like create this movement with women, and what type of movement though?
Right. I mean, it's just really consistency.
Right.
I feel like tomorrow is going to be part of that consistency. We're going to go to our girl Marianne's grand opening anniversary. This is a girl that has started from the bottom up as well, and she is booming right now. Congrats to her. Right. And that already, like, her personally reaching out, and that alone, like, people personally reaching out to us,
and mostly Hainas
has already, or like even like the vatos when they reach out to us.
For sure.
When they reach out to us, it's like,
a vato?
You're a vato.
Do you consider yourself a vato? We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Because then we're going to be asking hella too many questions.
Like, even when they invite us over, it's because I feel like it's because they want to attract the females, and we carry a vibe that, you know, it's certain females that we are attracting. So that alone already states that we're doing what's right, you know. So there's that aspect. So like, as you can see, 3 different Hainas, 3 different minds, 3 different feelings. So it's like we have all learned how to make it work together. Different visions, different goals, different personalities, you know, everything.
Different ambitions.
And shout out to Marianne. She's been here before, and she's hella dope, man. And she's killing it.
Tú sabes.
Yeah, she's hella dope.
There you go. Hoy Nomas.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. I feel like in San Diego, not a lot of people collab with one another.
That's exactly
our point. God. Yeah.
You know, that's another topic. I feel like
literally.
We were kind of just talking about it too, but it's like showing love, like whether it's a male to a male. I feel like it's more female to female than male to male. Huh?
I was gonna say that.
You agree with that?
When it comes down to men supporting other men,
hardly ever. You know what's crazy?
Hardly ever.
Me and my friend were talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, like." That shit, like, if you really pay attention to that,
it's always
it don't be hitting as much as females to female. I'm like, that's crazy. Because little do you know, like, when it's female to female, like, it could be either that or like a certain percent where it's really like,
or even females, right? Like for me, I get the most support from females, right? It's never
because you're a vato.
it's never another male.
Our status too, we get more viewers from men than females.
Yeah.
So that's
like
what
it's
I'm
the
saying.
opposite.
So we can relate. That's what I'm saying. So it's just kind of like the same thing.
Right. But when it comes down to maybe viewership, I agree. But supporting wise, it has to be a woman that supports, right? Because it's always a man. I feel like other guys don't want to see other guys like succeed, right? And for a woman, I always see the comments, "Oh, get a girl," or "slay," or all of this.
He said period. He said hi.
So now let me ask you this: when do you see those type of comments for a guy? Hardly ever, right?
Right. Honestly, though, I will say with platforms, TikTok is the one that I see has the best interaction with people. Like, if you're on live, people get on there. And I don't know if it's because of the earnings and stuff, but I feel like when you're on Instagram, it's just dead.
Yeah.
Ghost town.
Right.
Yeah,
and you're right. It's definitely about the earnings, because I remember when I hop on live, it's like people send me like roses, and it's definitely with the interaction.
I'm staying on.
Right. So it's definitely with the interaction that you have people in that are there, that you're having interactions with people that are willing to have an interaction with you. Because not everybody's just willing to have an interaction with you and actually get to know you, or just in general, very talkative like me.
That's gonna be a hashtag that they're about to do.
No, what's the question?
No, the hashtag is gonna be these Hainas never stop saying
Oh man,
damn it.
Do you guys hop on TikTok more than Instagram individually?
Individually, me, yes.
Okay.
Hey, yes, I'm not there yet.
Okay. And you do lives more?
Right now.
Yeah, I do lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's been the most you've gotten through TikTok, if you don't mind me asking?
Like money wise?
Yeah, through gifts and all.
$100.
Oh, really? Just all at once, or just?
Mine is 100.
Once, just all at once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I said, damn, I'm gonna hop on TikTok.
I think I made like $15 so the most.
Oh, shit.
Hey, that's something.
No, the least I made is like 2 cents, but that's on a dry ass day.
That's right.
That's only when they want to send flowers. Like, send me a universe or something, okay? Galaxy. Hey, send me a lion, please.
Yeah, you know what? For I think for YouTube, I think I'm pretty close to getting my first YouTube paycheck, so I'm excited about that.
Damn.
Hey, well, that's one of the goals for the Hainas too. You feel
sure.
me? So going back to the question that you had asked, definitely dropping one of like our goal is definitely dropping more content and being more consistent, because we all do have our own personal lives. You know, we don't have. yet the right amount of viewers for us to really dedicate and put our 9 to 5s to side.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And really like go.
But we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll
So
get
I don't know if you guys have seen my YouTube, Instagram Reels, TikToks, right?
Yes,
but I really think I have one of the best Reels and TikToks out of San Diego because I don't like to compare myself to San Diego locals because I'm a consumer to YouTube, to podcasts, right? And I like to compare myself to the bigger people, whoever's killing it out in the industry. I don't even look local wise.
Y luego sabes que relating to lo que estás diciendo es que te teníamos tu nombre en nuestra lista. Remember when we were like, okay, who are the top ones in Diego right now? Like who, not in our competition, but who's above us, and we're viewing at numbers. And ahí estabas. Ahí estamos. There.
Nice.
Right.
I like that.
So we definitely do that.
It was definitely our goal to come and
that's dope.
meet up with you.
Just because we do pay attention to everybody in Diego, and that's
just
like
a fact. Because it's like you kind of set yourself the goal, right?
Yeah.
And you just kind of want to bring yourself up there. And I feel like when you bring yourself that vibration with that person, you know, you kind of, that's how you go up. That's how you go booming.
Yeah.
And just in general, in life, you know? So I think that's super cool. And you keep going too, because
yeah, because the way I see it, I've talked to other people that do podcasts, right? And they're like, oh yeah, well, I'll just post once a month or whatever. Like, dude, in that case, you're just wasting your time. Like, if you really want to compete with the people up on top,
right?
Like, dude, you have to be acting and performing at that same level.
Yeah. Right.
So that's why I'm uploading every single.
I hear you. Taking notes.
That's why I'm uploading almost every single day, Reels and TikToks, and podcast once a week, and I'm considering twice a week right now.
I want to know, how do you come up with your topics and your ideas and that? Is it just like, does it just flow to you?
To be honest, yeah, like right now, just conversations, right? But I like to see what's trending, like if something, but it has to attract me, something that's relatable to me. Yeah.
It's like, if it's not relatable, people, it's gonna be worthless, in my opinion.
Right, exactly. Okay. Like something that I like to like promote a lot is plant medicine, right? Which is ayahuasca and all that. Because I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, right? So the reason why I do that is because I'm a strong believer that the government on top, they don't want people to heal. So and plant medicine has healed so many different people out there. So that's why I promote it so much, because honestly, God has given everything you need within this world, within this earth, to heal itself.
Yes,
and
we agree.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you.
Yeah.
It's like welcome to the Matrix.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, exactly. And I truly think that we are in the Matrix, right?
We definitely are.
Yeah.
And I feel like some people get really caught in the dark matrix. You know what I mean? And
how so?
For example, I seen this video that really motivated me. That was like, it's not about the things you do, it's about the things you don't do. For example, like you kind of cut on negative people. You put boundaries. That's what some people don't do. You cut off drinking very often because you maybe sometimes abuse it, or to an extent. People abuse their own things, or toxic relationships is the things that you don't do. It's the things that you want to remove from your life, because I feel like that's the hardest part as a human. Like things that we were definitely raised to and programmed to.
Okay.
So that's what I feel like.
And you know what, not to hate on our past generation, but honestly,
never that.
I feel like they only know what they've been told, right? Stay in school, do this, but because the government and the society has put
that's what I'm saying, programmed you to do.
Right, exactly. But there's more to life to all of this,
right? But it's the things that you let go. You know what I mean? I feel like that could be the hardest part, because people will be like, "Oh, what can I do? What can I do?" But it's kind of like, what can I let go? Yeah. What should I not do? What am I not doing?
Yeah.
That is getting me. So I feel like that's the dark of Matrix.
Yeah.
That you get caught up in like real life shit. That,
and what's
don't.
Wow.
Okay. and what's,
I believe in the Matrix for real, yeah.
And
we gonna make it out.
And what's something that you've let go to actually get out of the Matrix?
Something that I've let go is really set my boundaries and be outspoken and really let people know where my boundaries are. And if you can't respect my boundaries, then you can't respect me. And I feel like if you can't respect somebody, the relationship, whether it's a family ship, friendship, or relationship, it just won't work.
I think because how you said it sounds like the opposite, but I think what you're trying to say is you stopped letting people overstep your boundaries. So you've set your boundaries.
Right. So I let go of not setting my boundaries.
Exactly.
Right.
And
is that not what I said?
It's just.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
No, I thought that's what I said.
Sometimes we think it one way and we say it a different way.
Okay, no, that's what I meant.
But,
that's what I meant.
right.
That
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. No,
I understand
too,
what
but-
you're saying.
but so that's what I meant. That I
Maybe
just
other people, I guess.
I make sure that I set my boundaries.
Okay, so
Something that I let go is not like letting shit slide.
Right.
Yes,
so this is a question for all three of you girls. So do you guys feel like you guys at times have a better bond with friends rather than family members? You know what I mean? Because I have a lot of family.
Yeah.
Well, me personally, I think loyalty and respect could make you family, because sometimes blood don't respect you and it ain't loyal. So you like, that's a boundary. Again, going back to what we said in the beginning, you let go of toxicity of people that are not willing to be there for you, how you need them to be there for you. So that could be a part of the matrix. Like mostly in the Hispanic world and the Chicano people, we're told to kind of like, hey, es tu tía, todavía, es tu tía, es tu tía, es tu tía. Even though that tía could be disrespecting you and going over your boundaries.
I agree.
So por eso lo digo, ¿no? Pero I feel like mostly in the Chicano culture, like we go through that, and so that could be an example.
Right, I agree. Because like just a quick input from my end, right? Because I have a lot of family members that see me like honestly working on like building myself, building the platform, and I don't even see one share, one like interaction,
that's
right?
Facts.
And that's
Not
why,
sharing.
but I'm keeping a lot of mental notes. Right, like who's there for me at the beginning?
Remember me when I was going through that?
No, but he asked you guys too, so that's what you guys
I'm hearing you guys.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying. I think my personality, my character, is very much like, if I want, like for example, like the sharing and stuff, I'm not gonna expect anybody to do it. If they want to do it out of the kindness of their heart or their will or whatever, cool. But it's like, when it comes to you, me doing it for you or whatever, expect the same, homie, because bruh, it's a two-way street, you know. But I'm not gonna be salty about it, and I'm not gonna feel no type of way about it. But like you said, keep mental notes, and I feel like that just goes to self-respect, you know, like. Not everybody's going to be there. Not everybody's going to show up.
And now family just going to mean that you're family. Because I have some friendships that I built that I'm like, okay, this is my sis. You know, this is my sis. And she's going to be family.
Through thick and thin, right? Yeah. I feel like also with family, I feel like they've been there for me so much when I was down. But now that I'm kind of up, like, and I'm not talking about financially. I'm not talking about like status in life or like in social media. No, I'm just talking about like level. On some better things in life, you know. I feel like they're kind of distant, and I'm not taking it personal because everybody has their own lives, but I feel like you choose to put in time for whatever you want, you know. So to me, it's like, y'all were there when I was in jail, when I was struggling with my kids, and when I was always like depressed and going through like my downfall, you know. Y'all were there. But it's like, why can't you guys? I remember the last thing that I did was invited my whole family to my birthday for a dinner, and I want to say like 2 tias showed up, and I have a big family.
She do,
and I'm just like, okay, it's the last time I'm gonna invite anybody. And yes, I did get butthurt, but I learned from it. I was just like, okay, everybody kind of does what they want, so I'm just gonna keep the same boundaries, you know. I'll show up for family, but when I want to. when I want to.
But you know what, that sucks, right? Because you expect all these people that, you know, they're family, but then when only, like you said, 2 people show up, then it really shows who's really there for you.
Yeah, and they were my favorite tias, so
there you go.
Like, I love y'all. I could cry. And like, but like for my baby shower, I just had my baby 2 months ago.
Congrats.
She's 2 months today.
Congrats.
It was like very unexpected for me to get pregnant. It happened. And I was very down about it because I was not ready. I was not expecting it. It was just like not the circumstances that I was ready for another child. And still somehow God made it happen to where like through people made me feel special and cheered up. They got to come too. Nice. And I just felt that moment of like, okay, I am very grateful, you know. So it's really like a give and take, you know. So it's just, I try not to stay salty about things because that's where you steal your own blessings and you steal your own joy. So
you can't let nobody take your air, like even these bitches.
Yeah. Sí, cierto. Oh snap! No, not the liquor.
I got napkins right there. I got
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, I would have dropped anything if that shot was taken.
I got napkins right there. You see, I'm beyond the matrix because I already figured there was going to be something dropped, so I had napkins ready to go.
I know that.
You can tell the future.
Yeah.
Tienes superpowers. Hey, are you muted?
Oh shit!
It is mutant.
I'm an alien.
Damn it. Well, that's a whole nother topic. Oh, you know what? To politics, I was seeing a lot of people talking about like, oh, like unfollow me right now because I'm just like, bruh.
Oh my god, I seen this meme that was like, okay, you guys are unfriending people, but you guys didn't leave the guy that cheated on you.
That part, bruh.
Okay.
I was like, oh, no,
Yeah.
Over something that's way bigger than us. Like,
Yeah. Have you ever suffered postpartum depression?
I wouldn't say yeah, but I don't really let it take over
She
me.
a tough hyena.
I'm a top hyena.
But you have experienced.
I could like acknowledge it. Like I'll be like, oh, I'm sad, and I'm like, why am I sad?
No,
You
but
know,
I feel
and I'm just
that
like,
happens with everyone. I feel like
for sure.
like even as a girl, like you're just like, oh my, I forget my period, and you're just sad and you're gonna cry.
Right.
You're
So
gonna
it's
be
just like
sad all
really
day.
acknowledging it and not letting it take. There's this thing that I heard, and it was like, it hit because it's like life is a roller coaster. You can't hang on to the highs and you can hang on to the lows, because if not, you stay there, you know. So you kind of gotta keep just in the middle and just kind of take it as it goes, because tough things do happen, bro, and good things happen, but time passes and it's just like, you know, that's why it's very important to be in the now.
Right. I agree.
I mean, that's something that I'd like to master, you know.
Yeah.
So.
You know what? That's very, very hard to live in the present moment, right?
It is.
So something that I'm currently working on is when I'm like having dinner or whatever, put this aside, put the
Yes.
phone aside, right? But it's so hard because it becomes a habit, right? It becomes like, almost
Right,
like
and
an
that goes
addiction.
back to what I said, is kind of letting things go that you mentally already programmed in your head. So for example, if you want to better a relationship, friendship, and you know what it's already triggering it, it's hard to let it go and realize it. So it goes back to really letting what you're not doing to better things
And
instead
as
of
a-
what I should
As
do.
a hyena, let me put you on game.
Okay.
So you may like, I don't know what it's like in your relationship with your woman.
Yeah.
But just know that is a red flag. Like, I don't want to see your phone in your hands.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I just find it like...
Right, but that's where it goes back. Like with people, don't ever take it really personal either. You know what I mean? Because people are raised different. You can come from a household that they don't care about that. Like you don't find that disrespectful or
No, I'm just
cetera.
saying, as far as like if you guys are out and it's
Oh,
your
yeah.
you know,
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
but,
It's
like, on a
about
dating
letting
night,
things
if you
go.
guys, like if you guys are, if that's something like, oh, she's
Choosing
like,
your battles,
okay,
huh?
like I don't care, I'm on mine. Oh, look, babe, and then you're like, oh, look, you know, like shit like that is cool.
So
But I'm saying
yeah,
when
the
it's
way I
more
see it is
so-
because the way that they've done like TikTok and Instagram and all these social media platforms, they make it addictive for the person
No,
to stay on the
for
platform.
sure.
No,
right?
literally, and you know why? Because I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna respond to that.
Yeah.
When I wake up, when we all wake up, what do we grab?
My phone.
Our phone.
I do.
Our phone.
I do.
I do
I'm
too.
not gonna lie either.
Right,
To be
right, right.
honest, first thing I grab when I
Right.
wake up, and I could say that because my little brother is 3 years old.
Yeah.
He's about to be 4.
And he sees you.
He
No,
first,
just never
hold
have
on.
his iPad.
First thing he grabs his freaking
Right.
it's
iPad.
his tablet. Like that's the
My
that's the
kids, too,
first
they
thing
come
he
home,
grabs. If
TV,
not, if it's not a
tablet,
tablet, it's
Alexa.
my mom's phone.
Right.
Like it's an electronic device. First
fight with
thing,
that.
Right.
And whether it's like you said, TikTok, whatever. Me, I'll probably open Instagram, TikTok,
I'm everywhere.
messages. My little brother is freaking either Roblox or YouTube video
Right.
like reels. Like it's freaking 8 in the morning.
Right,
Like what do you
right.
like? You know, like that's
It's
programmed.
real.
But that's
like,
that's the matrix.
that's
I
wrong.
was gonna
It's
say that
crazy,
though,
like-
but you know what? Because we're human beings, right? We live in this world, in this earth, but yet again, the majority of our times we're living in this social media platform that is not real,
That is not
right?
real.
So we
to
can
an extent, of course.
to an extent,
Right.
right? But when you walk
Because
up,
there's some real hyenas like us.
All right.
yeah, but the whole thing is making an impact in the real world, right?
Exactly.
That is correct.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because how many times, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that you guys see somebody on social media and you're like, man, this person is not like this in person.
Like 99.9%.
7 in the morning.
Right. Yeah, right. That's
7 in the morning.
yeah, that's the thing.
like-
And then I've seen it so many times that anybody can fake or create a character through social media that is not even their true selves.
No, y luego I feel like the most ordinary part about our podcast is que la neta, we always keep it al 100. And that's with us, period. Like, even if you get to know us, even if all these cameras are off, like, we'll still have our loud opinion, and we'll still keep us being genuine and being respectful until we're being disrespected, you know? And I feel like that just comes with anybody. But I feel like that's the cool thing about us, is that we get to witness each other.
Yeah, no, for sure. And something I could say is, like, in general right now, like, in our generation, like, it's so much weird shit that's normalized. Right. So it's like a lot of that shit is normalized. So being who you're not on social media is normalized as far as like, you know, like for some, like real shit, like you say, like, don't take shit personal. So if you really go to like social media, specifically like Instagram, you can't take nobody serious. It's fucking Instagram. Like everybody's gonna, you know, like, I don't know, there's this old song about Drake that he was talking about the girl when she posted pictures, but she was already like, she been past her freaking her vacation, but she posted pictures just to make it seem, you feel me, like just, and that's what people do, and it's okay, because why, I've done the same thing, you know. And like there's people, for example, where it's specifically like people in the industry where they post and they're not there. They already been you know, you feel me, like why can't you just be like, you know, if you really want to post it, then and there post it, so instead of not, but because it comes with other shit behind that.
So two things you mentioned, things that are normalized that you're not cool with. So what would that be?
I feel like a lot of normalized shit that people do for like our age, I don't know, it's just like, I guess like lack of communication and like disrespect too, like those are two big things, but that's just in general, like, you know, all the time.
Right.
Me, what I could say has been normalized that I disagree with, that I could say is like if you're in a relationship and it's normalized to be like, since you're like a guy, I'm gonna say relate to guy because it normally relates to men. It's kind of like, oh, I could look at another girl because I'm not gay, just because I've been in a relationship with my girlfriend. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna have, like, I could check out another girl. And that's been normalized. And me personally, I think that's disrespectful. I think you shouldn't be putting your eyes nowhere that you don't want unless you want it in your life.
Right. So, but they've told you straight out like that, like, hey, I'm looking at this girl because I can.
No, I'm saying it's been normalized.
I feel like
never. They never tell you that. They never tell you that. I'm saying it's being normalized. No, but on social media though, like sometimes you see alpha men that be like, oh, it's all good, homie. It's all good. Like, you're not gay just because you started dating her. So that's what I'm saying. That has been normalized by men. Yeah. I'm not saying by like everybody, but that's an example that I could be using that I disagree with that normalization. That's not okay. So
how would you take it if your boyfriend would look at like another woman's Instagram and liking her picture? Would that bother you?
Yes.
How so?
Hell yeah.
I feel like that bother girl.
I think it'll bother. I think it'll bother a guy too, because I mean it would bother me just because. Like I said, if you're not wanting it in your life, why put the effort in? And that goes with your eyes. That goes with the institution, like inside of you. Because if I do the same, I know my man wouldn't like it. You know, like now I'm letting him know that what's up, who I'm liking the picture, in my opinion, right? Because we're all grown. We're not no little ass kids in high school. Like, we all grown. Like, yo, what's up? Boom. Yeah. In my opinion. What's your thing?
You're basically hollering at that person.
I just feel like it would have to depend on who the person is, right? Like, let's say, for instance, if the girl is chubby and your man like this person, this post, right? You wouldn't really trip, right? Let's say if
post or picture.
Post or picture.
Picture.
This picture. It's like me. I post a cute picture, and all the guys liking on my Instagram post. Do you think they're getting at me, or do you think they're just liking it just because like it? What do you think?
I think behind the like, there's like, hey, what's up?
Right? I know,
as a guy, that's what you're gonna be like.
So that's what I'm saying. People are trying to normalize it, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, for example, like you said, if right now, like we go our separate ways. Obviously, I'm gonna like your post, your reels, you're dropping, but that's not. I don't think. Was that your question? Is that what you're relating to? Or you're relating to like, okay, let me interact with this personal girl that I liked her stuff.
Right. It's very rare to see a girl that has a man and she's public or she's getting that attention, because that's essentially what it is. You're getting attention, that she goes and blocks him. You know, it's very rare. I'm sure it does happen, but it's very rare because there's that loyalty behind that. Right. Your man's back, you know? Yeah. But I feel like you just go look at a man's following and you're just like...
No, but like on TikTok, I feel like I'd be on TikTok. So, and on TikTok, a lot of men normalize that. Oh, okay. As in, like, that's going back to your question, that they normalize that, like, like you could be with all your homies and like, cute girl goes by. I'm not saying she's not cute. I'm not no whatsoever. Right. But it's one thing is like being disrespectful and making sure that you look, que le estás mirando, so she could look at you and be like, like I am looking at you. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like, okay, glance, she's pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna keep my head up and look away. Right. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is line. Exactly. There's a very, very thin line, and I feel like and in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, and that goes back with Instagram. With Instagram, I feel like it's different because it's like, what are you trying to tell? You feel me? Right. So that's something that people normalize that you guys shouldn't normalize. Okay, you guys should read the Bible and follow God.
Yeah, for real. You need Jesus in your hearts, guys.
Yeah. The other podcast I had asked one of the guests if she posts her relationship online. She said no, that she don't post her man and her man doesn't post her. Just because she feels that the reason why she doesn't do that is because she believes in the evil eye, and whatever they can't see, they can't break. Right. Well, what's your guys' thoughts on that?
I think it depends on the interaction she's having with people, you know, and what she's sharing. Yeah. The intention behind it, for sure. Because I'm a private person. I'm transparent, but I'm private. I like to keep my things sacred. I don't post my kids. I don't post my family. I don't do that just for my own privacy. However, my family's seeing through their lenses, you know, who and what I am. Right. To me, it matters most that the people that I love, that I'm with, knows who I truly am. Because, you know, we all have, like, different layers to ourselves. But when you're most vulnerable, it's easier for people to come in and, you know, try to knock you down. So it just depends. It depends on the intention behind it.
Me personally, I think it all depends on your situationship too. Some couples do go through toxic stages that could be like, okay, like, I don't know, keep it private just because, like you said, like kind of like what she said. Yeah. I mean, like kind of like people wishing bad upon you and whoopty whoop. But at the same time, I kind of disagree with it too, because it's kind of like you should be proud of what you have. But at the same time, some people get disrespected and just cross boundaries. I don't know.
¿Quieren ver la mano o el pie?
That's all you get to see, baby, or my name tatted. Ahí está. Y luego tú.
Yeah. What are your thoughts with that?
My thoughts. It's crazy. I used to be the type of girl, like, before, where I would actually, like, post like everything. Like, I would go to social media to talk about it, baby. Talk about it. To be petty, like all that. You feel me? Like, I used to be that type of girl. I used to be like, you know, I did it all and, like, you know, been there, done that, whatever. Growth. You know, but I definitely did grow from that, because now, I feel like now with my relationships, like, nobody's gonna know now. Like, it's just not gonna be there until I want to post it, you know. Like, if it's for me, like in my heart, if it's like I'm secured with what I got, I'm a post. I'm the type of girl I love to love, so I like to let the world know what I got. Like, I like to, you know, just embrace. Yeah, I'm a lover girl. I like to embrace it. I like to cherish it. She gonna like, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna just let it be known. Like, what's the word? I like to show mines off, you know, always. Like, my love. Like,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's definitely nothing wrong with that. But I also believe that people have a bad eye. Why? Because, like, it can be in any way. Like,
but even people are not seeing you in social media, your family or your friends, etc., can still have a bad eye. You feel me? Like, people that are past. Like, if people really know that you're in a relationship, people know what's up.
You know, I feel like it's very, like, us that we're a little bit woke or whatever. I feel like we have a deeper understanding that our lives and our lives just in general, it's really a reflection of our own selves, right? Mm-hmm. So if we're being private, we're probably going to assume that other people are, like, also the same way. So, I mean, when I go out and I analyze, like, the other day I was at Vaughn's and there was this man with his son and his daughter, and the little boy hit himself and he was crying, and my heart was breaking because the guy was just kind of like, yeah, you're okay. And I'm like, no, motherfucker, like hug him and whatever, you know. Right. And I have my own. That's why I have my own perception because that's how I am. Right. You know.
But you're the woman though. I feel like a woman plays a different character of like showing love. Like that's when you really show love.
I analyze so much that I caught myself like, "Ay, cállate, pinche metiche."
Yeah.
You know? I know that. Yeah. What about you?
For me, I'll give you just a most recent experience, right? And I kind of already figured, right? I don't know if this is the case, but I was supposed to have this pretty well-known person on the podcast, and I've told myself in the past, do not share it with people. Do not share it. But you know what? I'm like, you know what? It's crazy. I'm just going to tell a couple friends.
It's crazy.
So, I told him. And it so happens the guy flaked out last minute, right? He didn't even open the message no more. But
talking about you speak too soon for your blessings.
Right, exactly. Right. But one of the guys that I shared it with, I'm like, no, bro, like I don't want to share it. He's like, come on, bro, just share it.
And sometimes it just happens because we're human and we get excited.
Yeah. And I was gonna share it. Well, I ended up sharing it with him and like 2 other people, and it just felt like it failed. It didn't happen.
Pero yo digo que no te sientas mal, ¿no?
No.
Cosas pasan. No te agüites porque y luego it relates to, I don't know, maybe just us Chicanos. We're so used to it could be other cultures too, pero like decimos my raza because obviously I'm Mexican. But like you share goals with people or in general that you haven't accomplished yet that maybe can this motivates you once you don't accomplish it, which don't take it back because that's how I am too. Like if I said something and I'm like, damn, I said it and I didn't accomplish it, you start blaming yourself. Como, no manches, agüítate, como, you know.
Yeah. And that's the biggest thing that we all struggle with. You know, we all have to. I go to church, so I listen to like, you know, the pastors. And it's like you naturally, our brain is so negative, so you do have to train yourself.
Exactly.
If we never worked out or walked or whatever, our body is just gonna be limp and. So it's like you have to get out there. You have to go through the pain. You have to get through that, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. You know, sometimes you do got to break your pockets in order to get on to the next step, you know. So
but I feel like what you talked about was an experience that you had in general. You said about relationships. So question goes again to you is what do you think about posting your significant other?
Oh, for me, I'm gonna post them, right? Okay. Why? Because I want to share the love that I'm feeling. I want to share like
he proud.
Yeah. And at the same time, it's just obviously I'm gonna keep some things private, right? But a simple, but even going to the extent of not sharing a simple picture of the person that I'm with, I feel like that's something kind of weird, right? If you're sharing just a picture of you and your fiance, your boyfriend, or whatever, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Now I'm not gonna be posting nothing too personal, right? But if you're not. but if you're not posting just a simple picture that okay, this person's in a relationship, I feel like it causes more drama, right? Because now if people are already getting
not even that, you're just letting people see too much to where that's giving them another fucking, you know, word on their fucking tongue to say something about you, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But now lesson learned from my end, I don't know if it's just pure coincidence. I'm never going to share if I have a big guest again. Never, because it's not the first time it happens to me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna share it until the person is here.
It's like the lesson is there. You learn.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something to finish off about the relationships.
Yeah.
Now that I'm like I've grown about it and I'm more mature about it. I used to be the type of person, like I said, to show off whatever I'm a lover girl. But now I just feel like now that God is like really letting me see like I have something so good, so pure. Yet, like, okay, like, just to throw it out there, my little man's or whatever, he's from Philly, so long distance relationship.
Oh, man.
And it's right, you see, look, there you go. You have a response. Like, man, you know, but whatever. Yeah. To me, I don't give a fuck what people got to say, because I love him that much that I'm going to make it work. Like, it's in my heart, whatever. But to the posting, it's like, because I have something so good now, I'm gonna only post when I want to, like, just put it out there.
Yeah.
But I'm the type of girl to live in the moment. So I feel like, to me, I take pictures in my head, like memories, pretty much. You know.
Okay.
I keep memories more than I like to post now, just because I want to keep that forever and I want to like just be away from everybody, which is a social media, because it's a fucking joke. It's a circus.
Right.
I think
so you never know what you get. So I want to protect it as much as I can now.
So that's what I'm saying. It goes back to kind of like
with that being said, it's like the intention behind it and the living in the moment, you know, kind of.
But why'd you say,
cherishing.
oh man, though?
Because that's, I feel like my perspective is that if relationships here locally with the person, it's already hard. Now having a long distance relationship,
anything is possible.
I agree.
And I have faith with God. Like I'm so like I don't know.
She said
it's different. Like I said, whether you have the best advice, thank you so much, whatever. But
no,
I'm gonna believe in what my heart is telling me.
Oh no, of course, and
that's why I like it. I'm excited because this is, like I said, this is my first long distance relationship. Yeah. But I'll do whatever I can to make it work.
And just because like I strongly believe in love, right? Because love can conquer all, right? However, there's a quote that says "Amor de lejos, amor de pendejos."
Right?
No me digas ojos que no ven, corazón que no siente, bebé.
Hey, but I feel like again that goes again with the intention, you know. Like I feel like I don't know. When you and your person know what you have going on, that's all that matters. Yeah, you know.
I agree.
We won't let nothing get in between us.
Yeah, but we also agree with what you just said.
Of course,
it's one or the other.
Never settle for less.
And I don't want to be a freaking like
no, it's okay. It's okay. We're grown here. Like
I'm just throwing what people say, right?
No, for sure.
Or going. We all would have thought that too, but coincidentally, she just happened to be in a relationship that's long distance.
No, yeah, and I've gotten that too. Like, you know, still keep yourself, you know, like good.
Or how about let's ask him this?
Okay.
Or going back to what you had asked earlier. What do you think about guys liking other girls' pictures?
Oh,
right? Because it could be long distance, it could be happening, it could be etc. But now, whether you're in a relationship, what are your thoughts about liking other girls' pictures in a relationship?
Guys' pictures?
Wow, no, you.
Oh, me liking? I'm very cautious with that. Like I make sure that if it's like a quote, like and not a picture of the person of a woman.
Como si no la conoces.
Let me ask something.
Si no la conoces.
What if it's so crazy though? Like, cause what if the girls' pictures that you're like, for example, you can be following like, let's say like a lot of just celebrities, but they can be like mostly females, and you're liking all their shit. Is that something like?
Nah, you know what? To be quite honest, I don't really follow any like a lot of celebrities or anything like that are women, just because I feel like, dude, I've gotten to that point in my life that. Why are you following these?
They don't even know you exist.
Right.
Like what?
Maybe I'll follow the people that I do follow because what they're accomplishing currently in life, or you know their mentality, what they're actually putting out to the world.
Right. What you can get from it. Sure.
Maybe back in the days I would have because, but I'm gone beyond that point already.
Right. It's so black and white, right? It's like either you're in that negative dark matrix or you learn from it and you removed it, and it's very life-changing. I feel
it's about what you don't do.
So
yep.
Like her asking that, like, you know, like, so what is like you as a guy like to put us on game? I don't know, but like what would be the meaning if you're liking like girls' pictures? Like, is that like?
Oh yeah, it's like you're letting them know if a guy's liking a picture, you're letting the other person know like. Hey, I like what I see.
Right, you're entertained by something else.
The reason why girls do it too and be liking a guy's picture is to be like, what's up with you?
Right.
No, even
there's no way around it. We all grown.
Even with a simple follow, y'all. You don't have to go and like nobody's pictures. Just by following them.
Too? No, but like liking is kind of
that's that extra shit. That's that extra shit.
I was in an Uber one time.
There's steps to it. It's following, liking, and then DMing. You know, this how ballsy are you?
And it's crazy because I was in an Uber the other time, and a guy had asked me like we were talking because he was like, "Oh, hi, nice podcast, whatever," and he was like, right? He was asking me, we were talking about relationships and stuff, and then he was like, "Oh, like, what do you think about your significant other following like people?" And I'm just like, well, obviously, like the opposite sex of you, you know, and I was just like, well, there's honestly no need for it, but when it's being done, it's like, for me, like, honestly, for me, I feel like now it has to be business only if I'm following you as a male, you know.
And most people in the industry too.
And I really don't give a fuck to follow any other guy because it's like, whether I'm in a relationship or not, and if a guy tells me to add him, and I'll like put like mago pendeja and I do it, I'm not adding him back. Let's be realistic.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
But I feel like that becomes like, I don't know. I think maybe,
and like obviously a girl, you're gonna follow her back.
That could be a hypocrite opinion of mine. Pero it's kind of maybe different for us because sometimes we do collab with male artists and we do follow them. It just might not mean anything because I have self-control. But that's what I'm saying though. That could be a like I'm being a hypocrite about it because we're following men. But I'm just saying like quotation, right? But I feel like just in general, some girls, I'm not saying all girls, but some girls just have more self-control and boundaries.
Yeah. Hey, we do know. Morals. We do. Remember? We went to go do a video shoot with Flacco, remember? And we were like having the videographer follow us.
Yeah.
This motherfucker didn't follow us. Oh no, he did follow us, and then he unfollowed us the next day. Remember that?
Oh, okay.
And then we realized he has a girlfriend, and we're like, "Oh shit, okay." Yeah. So to you,
and it's
we're
crazy
not even
tripping with that, but we'll follow too. But I'm just saying, to an extent, it's kind of it is business wise.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. But like we realize, the intention behind people's follows, behind people's interactions.
Yeah.
Like I said, intention is everything.
And we'll respect that. We'll definitely unfollow too, because obviously if you're not following us, it's for a reason. So we'll definitely unfollow too.
So
reciprocate that.
Yeah, we'll reciprocate. Yeah, like obviously, then why am I following you too?
So I'll give you guys my perspective on the podcast one. I don't really follow a lot of people, right? But whenever there is any woman that I do follow, is because they're showing a lot of support. Maybe they're sharing my stuff. Maybe they're like, hey, I like your content, commenting, etc. Right? Yeah. However, if I follow them back, it's because they're supporting. Mm-hmm. But now if I see a provocative picture of them, like I can't like it. You know what I mean? Like
that's your boundary.
That's a boundary.
You get what I'm saying?
That's respected because you are in the industry. So I feel like when you have a partner that's in the industry or is willing to start, like you want to start, is different. It's like, okay, certain type of boundaries, which I know kind of like social media works very different. It's different both genders.
Yeah.
But it comes to an extent, like you said, if it's a provocative picture, you know not to like it.
Yeah.
If it's something about the High Nas podcast, you know the double tap.
Okay.
Hey, we dropped the videos.
So let me ask you guys this: what does mean?
It's like an exaggerated version of what we're talking about.
It's kind of like exclamation points.
Okay, so I like that. It's an exclamation mark. What does whoop-de-whoop mean?
That means
whoop-de-whoop means
whoop-de-whoop, like blah blah,
like you just yapping,
like blah blah blah. Yeah.
Like etc. etc.
There you go.
What's another word that you guys use that it's part of that lingo? Trust me, I know it, but
I like to keep up with the old school lingo and the new school because I got like this. What was that?
Some Tommy shit.
This girl.
Okay. I like to keep up. Like with the Sigma, that's my favorite one. Do you know what it means?
No.
It means like.
What the heck?
No. Yes and no. It means like. Okay, like that wasn't so Sigma of you. Like that wasn't very alpha of you.
Okay, very beta.
Very demure. Very demure.
Wait, what about you?
What?
Algo que haces como que es tu lingo.
I don't think they want to hear this.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be realistic.
Okay.
Nigga.
A waste.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you what's your ethnicity?
What's your ethnicity? I'm Mexican.
Fully?
Full Latina.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I give you props by admitting it, right? Because
I was just kidding about that, but
no.
Talk about something. I'm like,
but you are full Mexican.
Yes. Yeah, I'm full Mexican.
But you know what? To be quite honest, a lot of Mexicans use that word.
No, they do. But
and mostly in the West Side. Come on.
No, for sure. And it's crazy because like there's some black people that be like, oh, like y'all shouldn't be saying it, and then there's some that be like, I don't give like y'all, but it just all depends.
Yeah, because the way that it's used now, it's almost like if we were to say
it's like carnal,
you feel me?
Yeah, like bro,
or
way.
They're gonna be like, no te pases way.
Yeah.
Way. Porque a lot of people that are not our culture say way. But if you really think about it, way means like pendejo, like you're dumb, like way, like you're kind of slow.
But you don't mean it that way.
But we don't mean it like that. But I'm just saying that you could let somebody know that way means kind of like you're slow.
It's like a word of endearment, but like you
but
know,
it
like
disrespectful too.
Yeah, of course. But
so that's the same word as.
It's the way that you put it out there, right?
But I was just playing. But I mean, we still talking about
we
it.
worked on the
my little
nigga
lingo,
jar.
I don't know. What would y'all say my lingo is too, though?
She was the worst one. You'd always say it all the
we need
time.
like a tip jar for that shit.
Yeah,
to put money in it.
Because we'd be like, stop.
But
we want to be
like
more.
talking about it though. No, yeah.
Can I click
like I
that?
said, like they both be like, oh, like yes you can, y'all don't get the pass, y'all can. But it's just like it's crazy though because some black people do be like trying to do like once it's like Cinco de Mayo, they want to hop on that shit. So like no rush, like not even in
hop on what?
like
Hop on what?
I'm saying like oh my god, it's Cinco de Mayo, let's turn up, let's drink.
Y'all can't turn up with us on Cinco de Mayo.
Their day to celebrate.
Right.
Like you feel me? If
y'all want to be part of the
Latinos
culture
or Hispanics wanted to,
but we can't.
You know, do 4th of like what
gotta
is
play
it?
fair.
Or Juneteenth of July.
Yeah.
You know, it would be some like Juneteenth. That's right.
Of July.
Yeah. So pretty much.
June. Sorry.
Yeah. So pretty much saying like, hey, you both cultures jump back and forth.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Pero la neta, I realized to an extent that yo ni quiero decir esa palabra, regardless. Right. Like yes, we sometimes us Chicanos don't mean it in a disrespectful way because we from Cali, you know, like if you in the west side, you know, like come on. Pero también like I want to remove it out of my lingua.
Yeah.
Right.
Y no porque por opiniones que dicen todos. Que
Or just
if I
because-
get the pass or not.
Right.
It's just a genuine que yo ya no quiero decir.
It's just like an ugly word to say when it's I feel it.
Well,
but obviously
también como güey.
It's like
a mí no me gusta que me digan güey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it comes back. Tampoco a mí no me gusta for people to call me nigga either.
Yeah.
Some people do, and some
like
even
even
I start realizing like tampoco
saying
no
it to us.
Yeah, like tampoco no
Yeah,
me
like,
digas
I'm
eso,
not-
or like
right.
don't say that to me if because I'm really trying to remove it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree, but it's just we're so exposed to it here locally in the West Coast area. Us, we're living in San Diego.
Like we catch it onto our
right.
lingo,
The music
quick.
we listen to.
Right, that's exactly my point. Yeah, and it's crazy.
Y'all get us every time.
Like it's
y'all
crazy
music
too
slaps.
because if you go to like a
That's that
concert,
Matrix.
like out here, like I work in downtown. When you go to a concert, it's crazy because there could be a like I don't know, like for Kodak, for example, when I had went, there's a lot of white people and they were still like singing like and saying, you know, the N word, and I was like, that's crazy. But because
Kodak's
like
funny, bro.
they're exposed to that, so they listen until they catch on to that, and
Right.
it's a habit,
It's
and
a
it's
habit.
normalized.
Right.
It's normalized.
But people
so
don't
now
get it
yeah.
that they normalize it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the difference.
But
That's
also,
what's
So it's a
but
habit,
also,
and, you know.
if the artist,
We're people because we've done that. You know, can't
Pues
nobody
por
tell
eso,
us shit
that's
when
what
we
I'm
want to
saying,
say
that
it. You know,
like people contradict
it's
themselves.
up to us. You, if you want to continue that slang, that lingo, that but you're gonna stay to that standard. Like, don't expect people to respect.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
for instance, something that I want to take on is, I want to be. As soon as I was going to say this, so I want to. Fuck.
oh, pues.
I want to say something.
No, okay. Okay.
Because I feel like I do have a lingo.
Okay. Oh
What
yeah,
is
you
my
didn't finish
lingo?
your lingo.
You don't know?
No.
We can't
Okay.
do it right now.
So what I was gonna say,
know
right?
really well.
I want to
That's
get
already
better at
knows.
public speaking, and I want to get better at so many different things, right? So I was listening to this TikTok that said, if you were to take like 15, 20 minutes to hop on the dictionary, pick out a word, learn that word, and now use it on your vocabulary, it would up your game, and now you would be speaking differently.
Right.
So
Hell yeah.
so that's something that I want to
Even
get better
reading.
at. Or even
Right.
or even something that I've analyzed with myself is that when you record yourself and you see yourself over and over, you start noticing a lot of different
Little
things,
things,
right?
yeah.
Like using the word like, all
my
those
God.
different things, right?
But,
Yeah.
right.
And oh man, so I'm seeing myself over and over on camera. I start catching on to these different things.
Good.
But I think I'm so grateful to the podcast because I've learned so much about myself.
And that's good,
Right.
though. That's good. That's
Right.
really
And
good.
I feel like us too, though, like us being in the podcast world, we have learned a lot of things about ourselves, and we've also talked about a lot of things that we kind of disagree with upon each other. That we're like, okay, let's try to avoid this. that we notice that we do.
Yeah.
You know, like, because we all have our own things that we kind of be like, okay, esto no quiero.
Chécate, morra.
Or like, como, like, what are we doing?
Ubícate,
Yeah.
güey.
Como ubícate or look for a
Solution?
a solution because one of us disagrees or something like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So like you mentioned that like you watching over or like you just speaking out loud or just having a podcast does teach you a lot about yourself.
Yeah.
For me, learning how to speak a little bit more with etiquette or whatever was watching certain soap operas or like shows where they speak so like I was like, I want to talk like that.
pero también you gotta remember that we're Chicanos.
Yeah.
So we speak two languages, so a veces como se nos va.
Nunca se los va a quitar.
No, I agree because at times you get like tongue twisted between both of the languages, so you mix in Spanish and English.
That's so crazy too because like it goes. My little brother, like he's 3.
Yeah.
He speaks English. Like you're only 3. Why are you talking?
Here, how about this?
No, and it's funny because it's kind of like when we're out in the world, like me personally, when I'm out in the world, I speak English when I go to work or whatever, etc. But when I'm at home, it's Spanish only. Like
Spanish
puro
only.
español. And other than that, like I don't speak English to my mom.
Okay, let's have this challenge. Let's see who says like first. After this conversation,
Okay.
and we'll easily.
Ahorita todos nos vamos a olvidar.
Can we take a little pause real quick?
Yeah, you need to use the restroom.
Yes, I do. You don't? Y'all don't? I do.
No, but I got curfew, so.
Okay. We can wrap it up. It's already an hour and 9 minutes.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you wait? Okay. Here.
Okay.
So I'll do one last segment that I like literally just brought up
Nobody
to the podcast.
can say like.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Brought it up too late.
It's okay.
No.
5 minutes at least.
All right, quick one. Okay, so this is if you are someone that's suffering from hair loss, whether you're a man or a woman, there is now SMP, scalp micropigmentation. SMP is a non-surgical cosmetic procedure designed to create the appearance of a closely shaved or bust hairstyle on the scalp. It can also be used to enhance the density of existing hair by creating the illusion of fuller coverage. Make sure to contact SD Inc. as right now they are currently discounting $500 from your procedure if you mention Hoy Nomas podcast. SD Inc., thank you for being a sponsor to the podcast. And if you have a business or would like to sponsor the podcast, feel free to contact us through Hoy Nomas podcast on Instagram. Now back to the episode. Eventually, I'm gonna have.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah.
We
so
like.
here, I'll put it over there. I'll put
And
it.
use it in a sentence.
Oh,
It's like
there we
we
go.
actually like.
That was twice.
Okay, so this is gonna be pretty much the Oinomas wheel of questions. So there's one question. I guess I'll pick 3. That way we can answer them. Or now, you know what? I'll pick one because that way we can give our
answer the same.
and
Okay.
we'll just end the podcast there. How about that?
Yes,
there might be a there, but it's nothing crazy. It's
Okay.
I want.
Pues,
Cool. Alrighty.
Yeah, we down for whatever.
We have this on our podcast
We
too.
will.
You gotta
Oh,
spin
yeah?
it.
Okay, cool. All right, so we'll see. I don't know what's gonna come out, but hopefully something good.
Hopefully. A ver.
What's
I
a
feel like
memorable trip you've taken?
what's a memorable trip? You guys
shit.
want to talk about that
Nah,
or not?
that's just boring.
Let's do the next one.
No, like it
Yeah.
No, I mean I could talk about one, but like
Damn, I
It ain't
haven't
nothing.
taken any trips, bruh.
What is it?
I've been busy
What is it?
with them damn kids.
What's your go-to
Nah, I
comfort?
feel like that's kind of whack.
nah, stop it.
It's
He's
okay.
trying to get the spice
Yeah.
out. Like,
Yeah, get it so good. The high not's in town.
That's I think that's a whack one too, man.
do you
Nah.
have a favorite family trip?
Or
Nah.
if you guys want to talk about that or not, next one.
No. We can do the next one. One more.
I guess we're not that whatever that is.
We're in the cheating. Memorable memory again.
It's kind of whack, right? Yeah. Fuck, man. What's up with this wheel?
It's okay. Come on.
I know.
We're only answering one question. We're only answering one question anyway.
Her bladder is gonna be exploding soon.
No, don't even. I'm chilling.
Okay, if you could relive one day from your life, which would it be and why?
Oh,
That's a good one.
can I go first?
Yeah,
Just
go
because.
ahead.
I
Her
feel like this
bladder's
would be
gonna
anybody. No. I
Okay.
feel like this would be anybody, but If I could relive one day, it would probably be the time that my little brother was alive. Any day that I could choose.
Bring someone.
Just because that's my best friend. If I could go back to any of those days, I would take that day over anything.
That's cute. You go next.
Okay, if I could relive one day from your life, which would it be, and why? Definitely the day I went to jail. I would do something different and not be over here.
There. Right.
So I think that
so
really.
you would change it.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, she's like, yes, like she would.
So if I go back, wait, no, relive. That's not okay. That's not the
relive
question.
is kind of like that you enjoyed.
Do it again,
Yeah.
right? Okay. But then again, you know what the upside for that is that it did change my life.
How so?
It stopped me from pretty much dying, bro. Like, I think if I wouldn't have ever gone to jail, my life wouldn't have changed in the positive, drastically positive way. Even though it was really tough, it was really hard. That's when I learned to take pain and use it for good. So,
But that's good though, because
I
people
think-
either go downhill or
right.
You know,
I wouldn't want to relive it, but that's definitely something that made my life like change. Because I don't know what I would want to relive. Damn, that's a pretty good one.
That is a good question. Me personally,
I'm gonna have
I
to
don't know.
take this one home and think about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
And whatever comes into your head, it doesn't have to be your final one, but right now, whatever jumped into your head.
Hey, we coming back?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't have
to be.
good memories, childhood memory.
I know childhood is always a go-to.
Yeah.
For sure. A ver.
¿Quién sabe, bro? Espérense para la
she's
otra.
sorry.
Ay,
Yeah,
no
she's-
más.
yeah.
Espérense para la otra.
Thank you for that one.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I don't know.
No, nothing. So nothing has impacted your life that you would want to relive.
No, that I can think about. No.
Really?
Actually, I would want to change mine, but
Okay.
Changing
that's
is
not
different
something.
though.
Yeah, that's not something.
Yeah,
I'm
just
either way.
reliving.
No,
Relive. See
no,
that?
no. I'm saying I want to change my answer, but I'm not. I don't think I want to like speak that. So, but yeah, I think I'm good
This
with what
makes me really think though.
My
'Cause I don't.
Yeah.
I'm so caught up in like future, past.
I always have an answer, but to this one,
But I can't.
I'm gonna let y'all down.
Yeah. Yeah.
¿Y tú?
For me, it's similar to yourself. I think just reliving another day with my dad. I think that would be something that I wish I could go ahead and relive. Just because I feel as if my dad brought a lot of happiness to my childhood. And I remember his last days. It was very tough, but I wish I can relive and just tell him how much I really, truly loved him.
Right,
You know?
right.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Facts.
I love that for you that you talk about your dad because I'm like, that's another conversation. But to me, I have one, but he's not there. You know, so but I love that for you. And
That's another
you know,
topic
and
for the
I'm- and
Highlands to
I'm-
get
and
real
I'm
deep
sorry
in.
to
Yeah.
hear about your loss, but you know what I want to take with myself, and I feel like everybody, you know, obviously they're not here physically, but they're wherever you go, you know.
Yeah.
He might be right behind you, holding on to your shoulders. And
Yeah.
you're like, I'm right here with
Yeah.
you. Like, I'm proud of what you're doing.
Right.
So,
And you know what? Speaking back to that, my fiance, she did ayahuasca ceremony, and that was the message that she received from him. She was able to communicate with him.
Oh my
that's
God.
beautiful.
Yeah. And she said pretty much that even though I can't see him physically here, but there's a group of people cheering me on whenever
Wow.
I'm like,
That's crazy.
yeah,
I really believe that I
yeah,
really believe that too.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I want
Oh man.
Get touchy.
Yeah.
Ay, no más.
I'm a sensitive girl to that. I'm just, yeah.
You did mention you were sensitive. Yeah.
No, I'm very sensitive, but I love that for you. And yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure your dad, you know, he's right here with us no matter what, like I said. So I'm sure he's very proud of you, you know, how far you've came, the man you became, the dad you became,
Yeah.
the father you became, the brother, the uncle, the cousin, whatever, you know.
The
and
husband
just,
about to
yeah,
be.
the husband.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just, you know, keep being yourself and that's going to take you a long way. And no matter where you go or what you do, make sure you represent him because that's always important.
Yeah.
To me, I always feel like people tell me I love, like, the people that were able to meet my little brother because he was an autistic child, but yet he was so smart for his age. A lot of my friends were able to meet him. So the ones that were able to meet him, when they see me, like, within a long time, a period, they'll be like, it's crazy because I see you living, I see him living through you in a way.
Yeah.
Because of certain, like, characteristics that you have, you know, or traits in yourself. So, yeah.
Bringing life.
Yeah. Well, man.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Love that.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
Cool. Well, overall, kindness.
Yes,
It's-
thank you.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
It's never hate with us. So if you hating, you only hating on yourself, girl.
For real, you by yourself. Are you with yourself?
Self-reflection.
Man, that was dope. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for your words.
Of course.
I appreciate that. All right.
Nice.
So once again, like I always like to say, it's a greater risk, not taking a risk. My name is Angel House. Oh, we have to pick an emoji. Whoever made it to the very end of the podcast, we have to pick an emoji for the comment section. So what would it be?
For mine?
For the episode itself.
Oh, shit.
What
for the
emoji?
episode.
What's relatable? Fire?
Yeah.
Or like the honey.
The honey? Okay, I like that. I like that.
You know the purple emoji, the smiling one with
Yeah.
with the little horn.
I think al 100.
Okay.
I like the honey.
But
Okay,
yeah,
I
the
like
honey is
that. I
cool.
like
Because
that.
we keep it a honey. You
Yeah.
kept it a honey.
honey.
You kept it a honey. I kept it a honey. And baby kept it a
Siempre al
honey.
100,
We all kept
baby.
it a
I
honey.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank
Once
you.
again, thank you. Till
Pa
next
la
time.
otra ya.
Finance
Peace out,
podcast.
y'all.
We out.
Yeah.
Hoy no más.